Welcome to the Crochet Crowd. I'm your host Mikey, and today is the Crochet Coastal Sea Glass Baby Blanket. There are two versions of this blanket. There is this one in Bernat Harmony, and the original here is Red Heart Super Saver Bitty Stripes. So Jeanne wrote this pattern, and what I did is that I followed her to make changes because the original of this had a really weird twist to it, and what we were able to do is figure it out together on being able to straighten it up so it looks like a true square instead of a shift of a tilt. So what I'm going to do today is that I'm going to show you how this is done in the Harmony version. It's just using the same yarn ball, and we just continue to go round and round until you're happy, and it's two balls of Bernat Harmony. And here in this one, we are going to have a strategy of color using using Red Heart Super Saver Bitty Stripes. And there are two different balls that are being used. Even though you can see multiple colors in this, we just pick up the ball from where we left off and we keep on going. I'll be demonstrating both of those today. So we're going to be using a 5.5mm size I crochet hook, and you can choose whatever version that you would like to do. And if you'd like to substitute this, just make sure that the hook matches the yarn. So this is actually a relatively big pattern because there's so many tips that I added to it in order for you to have different things. The free downloadable here has extra information for you to be able to have, and there's also a crochet diagram involved. Our Journey members on YouTube actually went through this pattern to help us to be able to get all the errors out of this pattern. And once you understand this pattern, it's only a repeat of 4 rows over and over and over. So we're going to begin today. We're just going to dive right on in. There is a crochet diagram near the end of the document if you'd like to see that in the free downloadable, if it helps you to see where the stitches are going to go. And overall, it's going to be a great day right here in the Crochet Crowd. Let's begin and let's start our journey now. I got near the end of the tutorial, and I should point out that I did a practice run with Jeanne's pattern with using Bitty Stripes without changing the color. She changed the color every 2 rounds like I'm going to be demonstrating today. But you can actually keep the yarn going like I did with the Bernat Harmony version with the Red Heart Super Saver Bitty Stripes. This is a brand new color. It's called Firework, and it's really got a celebration look to it. So this was Galaxy. So you can still use 2 balls only, and you'll get a 33-inch square sample of a baby blanket. If you want to make it bigger, just add more yarn. I don't know how much more yarn you'll need to do for different sizes, but that's what I know. And so I got 2 of these balls, and I ordered it because I wanted to take a look at it. And now that I see this, I'm curious, how would that work out with this and have a celebration baby blanket to mark the American 250-year anniversary? That'd be kind of cool. Anyway, let's continue along. For the Bernat Harmony, you're just going to use the same ball of yarn until the cows come home. For the baby size version, it's only 2 balls. And then the Red Heart Super Saver Bitty Stripes, it's 1 ball of 2 different colors. So 1 ball of this, 1 ball of that. I'm just going to just use regular yarn today, Red Heart Super Saver, to show you so that it's not changing colors, so you know exactly where the stitches are going to go. I need you to start off with a slip knot on your hook, and let's begin. To begin, we are going to chain 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we're going to go 4th chain from the hook, which is the beginning chain right here. And we're going to apply just 1 double crochet in that spot. So this will be the center point of your blanket right here. To turn the corner, we're going to chain 3. So 1, 2, 3, and in the same center point where this other one was, 2 more double crochet. Noticing how I'm going right up over top of the loose end to trap it into position as I go. We're now going to turn a corner again. So we have 1 side, 2 side. So now chain 3 to turn. So 1, 2, 3, and come back in to the center point and 2 more double crochet. Okay, so you can see 3 sides are now done. So chain 3 to turn again. So 1, 2, 3, and then you were going to come into the center point and 2 more double crochet again. This is your last side. I'll tell you when the colors are going to change later on as we're hitting those, but for now we're just going to keep on going. And so you can see that all 4 sides are done, but the final corner is missing. And what we prefer to do, and if you prefer something else, the power is all yours, but we prefer to do a half double crochet join. But because there's chain 3s, half double crochet only equals 2 chain. So we need to chain 1 first, and then a half double crochet join to the top of the first chain 3. And so what this is going to do is it's going to cause the half double crochet to be part of the bridge. So this equals chain 3, just like that. So when we go to crochet into this, it's going to come right into that spot. And why we do this is see where the yarn is coming out exactly on the corner. If we do anything else, it either is going to favor here, and therefore it's going to cause the blanket to have a twist in the center. Let's begin round number 2. Round number 2. Right where you're sitting, chain 1 and single crochet into the first chain 3 spot. Okay, so the half double crochet chain 1 equals a chain 3 spot. So go right into that spot. So with the single crochet, and I want you to single crochet the next 2 double crochets that you have. So we have 1 and 2. And then finally in the next corner, you were going to place in 1 single crochet. Chain 3 is going to turn your corner. It's not always chain 3 in every round, but this is this one for round number 2. So you're going to chain 3 to turn. So 1, 2, 3, and single crochet back into that same corner to complete the turn. Here's my tip for you though. When there is a single crochet round, the corners are a chain 3. So you're going to double crochet the next 2 in a row. And then go into your next corner. So single crochet, chain 3 to turn. So 1, 2, 3, and single crochet back in. Originally, when we released a preview, the center of our blanket was really twisted, and it was because the starting point was a little too tight. So that's why we have something that's unique here. Single crochet the next 2 double crochet. And then come into your next corner. Single crochet, chain 3 to turn, and single crochet back into the same corner. Single crochet in the next 2 double crochet, and single crochet into the beginning corner. So you started here, so we're going to put another single crochet there first. And because it's a chain 3, we want to chain 1 only, and then a half double crochet join to connect to the top of the first single crochet. And that's the equivalent of a chain 3 space for that corner. If you have gone over the top and you're comfortable with it and that it's been buried enough, you can just turn it over and snip it. Okay, if you've not, you got to weave it in with your tapestry needle. And we're now going to move on to round number 3. We're now going to begin the wicker stitch. And the wicker stitch has some tension to it, and what we had to do is alter the way that we're doing our corners. So it's kind of unusual in the way that we're doing our corners, but it's doable, and you'll get used to it. And hey, smile, life's too short not to. So we're going to begin by chaining 1. And you're going to do 2 extended single crochet into the same chain 3 spot. What is that? So you're going to go and take your hook and go into the space. Yarn over, pull through. Now a single crochet would be just to yarn over, pull through 2, but it's an extended single crochet. So we're going to yarn over and only pull through the first loop. And then reach again, yarn over and pull through the final 2. So this makes it a bit taller, but will equal the height of a wicker stitch. So that was one time, and we need to do that again. So into the space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, or sorry, yarn over, pull through 1 loop only, and then yarn over, pull through 2. So that is 2 extended single crochet into the corner. Now you're going to do a wicker stitch. Now the wicker stitch is a double crochet that will link in 2 rows below. So this is the row below, this is 2 rows below. And what you're just going to do, you don't need to count the tops of the stitches, you're going to separate the 2 double crochet that you see, and you're going to yarn over and go in between the post. So yarn over and let this yarn go right up over top of the edge, and just wrap it and pull it through. And you need to pull it through enough that when you start doing your double crochet, it's going to be the height of this right here. You'll get used to doing it. So yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So that's a double crochet into the space in between. And you want 4 of those. So yarning over, and once you do the first space, it's pretty much open. And so you're going on in, yarn over from the back side, pull it through, and just give it enough slack that looks like the original for height. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So yarn over and going in, we need 4 of those. So come on in from the back, pull through, pull up a little bit of slack, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And do it one more time. Yarn over and in, pull through, pull through 2, and pull through 2. So you should have 4 of those double crochet, which makes it look like wicker. Now in this particular round, we're going to jump right to our corner. So you don't need to count the stitches that this is over. Just go right to your corner and put in 2 extended single crochets first. So if you recall, just go right into the space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, only pull through 1 loop, and yarn over, pull through 2 loops. And this is almost the same height of this, which is what you're looking for. Do that again. So into the same space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 1 loop, then yarn over, pull through 2. And now we have to turn our corner. So whenever it's a wicker stitch round, the corners are only chain 2. So 1 and 2, and start in the same corner to do this side. So right here, 2 more extended single crochet. So reach on in, pull through 1 loop, then through 2. And do that one more time. So in, yarning over through, pull through 1 loop, pull through 2. So 2 extended single crochets are there. And now we're going to do the wicker stitch again. And so we come 2 rows below, and we're just going to separate those 2 and go right in between. Now what I want you to pay attention, see when you see that there's a bridging of a stitch or of a strand right here. Don't go up here, go underneath, because this won't allow it to separate if you go up here. So you're going to yarn over and separate them. Yarn over, pull through, just pull it, give it a bit of slack. Yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. Don't be too tight on the slack because you want your blanket to maintain a square look. And you're going to do that 4 times. I hate to tell you, if you don't put in your 4 and you come back around and there's only 3 in there, in the future, what we're going to do is we're going to separate the 2 and 2 and go in between. So if you only put 3 in there by accident, you can't separate 2 and 2. So you'd be missing a stitch, so you'd have to frog it out. Means to rip it. So as we hit another corner, 2 extended single crochet to begin. Okay. chain 2 to turn because it's a wicker stitch round, and 2 more extended single crochet into that same one. So what I'm going to do, I'll give you some verbal instructions and you're going to make your way all the way around. So then you're going to do a wicker right here, wicker stitch, 2 extended single crochet, chain 2, 2 extended single crochet, wicker, and then you're going to come to your last space where I'm going to meet you there in a moment. So just put me on pause and continue around, and I'll be right back. So I'm coming around and I'm going to come to the first space that I started with. So I've got my wicker in and I'm just going to do 2 extended single crochet first. And I bet you can feel in your hands that the wicker stitch is providing extra thickness, and so you'll get extra softness out of your project. Once you have this done, we're going to do a half double crochet join. So we're not going to chain 1 first because it's a chain 2 space. So just immediately after the extended single crochet, just do a half double crochet join. And that will conclude that round right there. And now we're going to move on to round number 4. This pattern is not too complicated, and you're going to notice that it's going to have commonality on the stitch work. We need to get ourselves to round number 7 before the repeat starts, so we're still getting ourselves set up so that the stitch counts will stay in balance. So number 4, you are going to chain 1 and apply 1 single crochet into the space that has been created by the half double crochet join. And you're now just going to single crochet across the tops of all the stitches. So you got the 2 first extended single crochet, and then you got your wicker stitching going across. You're basically filling in the spots. So this single crochet round becomes the round that gets encased inside of the wicker stitch in the future. So for the Bernat Harmony version, this here covers some of the coloring and makes the colors pop because of it. Once you get to a corner, it's what I told you before, it's single crochet, and because it's single, you are only gonna put in chain 3, and you'll do a chain 3 instead. So 1, 2, 3, and then single crochet back in. When this pattern was originally written, it was to chain 2 and it was causing it to spin. So then you start down the next side, start on your first stitch out, and just work your way across. And then your corner is 1 single crochet, chain 3, 1 single crochet. So put me on pause now, get this done, and I'll see you toward the end of the round in a moment. When you come to the final corner, you are going to single crochet in, and you are going to then do chain 1 and then a half double crochet join to the top of the first single. So here's the thing. We're going to change the color if you're doing Jeanne's version, and in my version of the Bernat Harmony, if we're continuing the yarn and you don't want to change it, you are just going to start on the 5th round by just starting to chain 1, and I'll pick you up there in a moment. But if you are changing color, what we want to do is end this color right here, and we don't want to carry it up on the blanket at all. We want to just cut it, and we're going to just pull it through that loop. And I'm going to show you how to weave in your ends. You're going to want to do it as you go. So turn it to the back side of your project and get a tapestry needle ready. The best way to hide in loose ends is to make sure that you don't go between the strands, but you actually go between plies. So just go, so we came this way, so we're going to go back in it. And when you weave in, don't go between the strands, but actually start picking apart the plies. Separate the plies itself. See how I'm intentionally just separating the plies? And that really gets it stuck underneath the stitch work. And you're going to pull it through. And the first pull, don't change the shape of your project. And in the next one, you're just going to go back through, again separating plies, going in a different pathway, and then back again. You're going to want to do this every time you are doing a color change. So this will be the only time I show it to you today on this tutorial. then you can safely cut it down and get rid of it, and just remember where you left off. So we can start any corner, it won't matter so much. So if you want to turn to do another corner when we go to start, it's up to you. And we're going to begin round number 5. And for those doing my version, I'll show you where we're going to start that in a moment. Okay, Jeanne's version, we're going to attach your next color, whatever you decided. And my color that you see is Red Heart Super Saver Jade. Get it onto your hook. And we are going to go into any of the chain 3 spaces. Stick in your hook. You're going to yarn over and pull through everything. So pull through and also pull through the loop that was on your hook. And that was the slip stitch to join it to your project. Okay, so that was considered what we call as attach. Now for everybody, including our Bernat Harmony people, or people doing that kind of version, you were just gonna now start chaining 1. So if you joined with the half, or with the half double crochet join, the Bernat Harmony people, you just have to chain 1 to begin. And in this round here, this is a unique round. This is the only round that this will appear. There's only going to be 1 extended single crochet into the space. Normally there's going to be 2. This is the only time this is going to happen. Because what we're doing is we're getting yourself set up for the repeat. Okay. And just toss that towards the back. The first 2 stitches that you're going to run into each have an extended single crochet in there. Okay, and there's 2 of them. So there's going to be 2 extensions and 2 extensions. So the first 2 has 2. So just go into your first stitch and do 2 extended single crochet. Pull through 1 loop only, then pull through 2. Do it again. Now the next one is also going to have 2 in there. So 1. And 2. Now, you don't need to count the number of stitches over, just do it. And I need you to look at the wicker stitch, and I need you to separate the second and the third. You can pull it apart. And again, see that line that's in the center right here? We want to make sure we're underneath that. Okay, so we don't want to go through this, we want to go through that. And you're going to apply 4 double crochet as a wicker stitch in between. And do what I showed you before. So pull through, give it a bit of slack, pull through 2, and pull through 2. And you want 4 of those. So I'm used to pulling up the slack because I've been working on a whole sample. You just might have to practice a bit in order to get that slack to be consistent. So don't be beating yourself up over that. There's bigger things to beat yourself up over. So now I don't need you to count how many stitches are where you're sitting. What I want you to do is look for the last 2 stitches before the corner turn. So this one and this one. So we're going to do exactly what we did here. So the first one's going to have 2 extended single crochet, and the next one's going to have 2 extended single crochet. So let's do that. So not the one next to there, it's the second one over. And just do 2 extended single crochet here. And the next one has also 2 into there. So Jeanne's getting us set up for success so that we have wicker stitches to play with in the future. And I'll show you that as we get there. Now in the corner, and only on this particular round, the corners are only one extended single crochet, and we're going to chain 2 and another extended single crochet. All the remaining rounds from this point will always have 2 extended single crochet, chain 2, 2 extended single crochet. So let's start another side together. The first 2 will each have 2 extended single crochet in there. Originally the pattern was written that this was a double crochet and it was causing the spin of the center. So we go to your next one and also apply 2 extended single crochet there. Now we're looking at the wicker stitch. You see the 4 there. We're going to separate the 2 in the middle, so it's between the second and the third, and just start double crocheting in between the posts. And you'll do that 4 times. That will never change whenever you do a wicker. So it's always 4 double crochets. So we do have other wicker stitches available on our channel here. We have 2 other projects that have this stitch, but Jeanne figured out how to do it in the round. So we want to match. We had 2 extended single crochet here when we started. So the last 2 stitches before the corner is going to each have 2 extended single crochet in there. So we have 1, and 2. And now do your next one before the corner, so 2 into that one as well. And then in the corner, because it's unique, 1 extended single crochet only, chain 2. Wicker stitches are always chain 2s on the corner when we're doing the wicker rounds, and then 1 extended single crochet in this particular case. So what I want you to do is that we have video chapters. You can scroll back if you need to review on how to do this again, or you can scroll forward. It's up to you. So the first 2 are extended single crochets. There's 2 of them. You'll do a wicker. The last 2 before the end, there's 2 extended single crochets in there, and then your corners are 1 extended, chain 2, 1 extended, and keep on going. I'll see you closer to the end of the round in a moment. Almost at the end of the round, I put my 2 in that I'm supposed to, 2 into the last 2, and now the final corner is 1 extended single crochet only, and then a half double crochet join to the first one. So the first one, if you look at it, it's right here. Okay, so this was a chain 1, so it's right here at the top. So just wrap the hook and coming on in. So even if you're Bernat Harmony people that are doing this, you can let me know in the comments which version you're doing. You're going to still continue the same thing. So for those that are changing color, we're going to keep this color going on for one more time, and we'll be back in a moment for round number 6. Round number 6 is the final setup before everything starts to be able to repeat itself, and we need to get the counts to be extra special for that to happen, and round number 6 is the final time where the balance is going to be provided. So in order to start up, we're going to chain 1, and we're going to single crochet into the first corner. To have the balance, what we need to do is to skip out the first extended single crochet. So we're just going to jump over that and go to your first extended single crochet that's part of this one here. You see, following it up, and you were going to start single crocheting there. So you're skipping technically the first stitch here, and you're going to your second one here, which is the first one of the extended single crochet of the group of 2. And so now you were just going to single crochet yourself across the tops of all of the stitches that you have. You don't need to count, you just got to do it. And what we're looking for is to make sure we skip over the last one before we get to the corner. Okay. And so the last one is right here. So we don't want to play with this because this is the chain 2 space right here. So we're immediately just going to jump over that last stitch, go right into your corner and single crochet. And because it's a single crochet round, yeah, that's right, it's a chain 3 turn. So 1, 2, 3, and then come back into that same corner and single crochet. Now let's begin again. So this looks a bit different than the way we started because of it's the starting of the round, but what I want you to pay attention to is the first leg of the extended single crochet that is in the actual stitch work and not in a corner. So you're going to skip over technically this one. Okay, if you pull it back, you can see it, but you're going in the top of this one right here. Follow the leg up and single crochet there. So you're technically skipping that first stitch and continuing to single crochet. You can tell me to shut up if I'm mansplaining. Hopefully I'm not. The next 4 rounds are, I guarantee you, are going to be easier because you don't really got to pay attention too hard, and the 4 rounds will all be as good as you want to go and as big as you want to go, and it's going to get your life all in order, if there was ever such a thing with crochet. So I naturally stopped on the second last one because this is the last one before the corner. So I want to skip over this one and just go right into the corner and single crochet. Chain 3 to turn because it's a single crochet round, and single crochet into the same corner. And as you start a new round, skip the first one, follow the leg that's right here. So just skip that first one, which was this one, go right on over, single crochet across, skip the last one, single crochet, chain 3, single crochet into the corner, and continue that for one more side. So please do that, and I'll see you near the end of the round in a moment. And for those that are changing color, this will be the final round of this color. We'll have to change it out. And for Bernat Harmony, you're not going to have to worry about it. So let's see you at the end of the round in a moment. As you're coming around, make sure to skip that last one before the last corner, single crochet in, and because this is a chain or a single crochet round, chain 1 and half double crochet join to the top of the first single. If you're Bernat Harmony, you're going to continue just to hold and wait for me, and we're going to start on the chain that will begin the next one. But for the rest of us that are using the color changing, you're going to eliminate out this yarn. I've already shown you how to weave it in with your tapestry needle. You can weave them in later or sooner, it's up to you. And secure that in, and we're going to begin officially round number 7, 8, 9, and 10, which is a repeat pattern until you're happy with the size of your blanket. So I'll get this out of my way and I'll be right back in a moment. So let's begin round number 7. So you can use any color that you want, but I'm going to go back to the white color that I've been using. And Bernat Harmony people, just hold on for a second. And everybody else that's doing the color changing, you're going to just go into your first corner. It can be any corner that you wish. Yarn over, pull through, and also pull it through that loop. And that's considered attaching. Now, Bernat Harmony people, we're ready to go, and let's start round number 7. Round number 7. Bernat Harmony people, let's go as well. So you're going to chain 1, and you are going to apply 2 extended single crochet into this corner. So go right into the corner, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 1 loop, yarn over, pull through 2. So that was 1 of 2. Do it again. So into the corner, yarning over, pulling it through, yarn over, pull through 1 loop, and then pull through 2. And whenever you're repeating round number 7, the first stitch out is going to have also 2 extended single crochets in it. Okay, so some people think it's right here, but it's actually here. And if you see the legs of this stitch, see how it's in a space? That is just following it up. So that's where people go wrong on corners. So follow that on up and put in 2 extended single crochets into that stitch. And now we're going to start doing the wicker stitch. So in the instructions it says to jam in your 4 double crochets in between the group of the extended single crochets. These are extended single crochets. These are the double crochets of a wicker stitch. So when it's close to a corner like this, the first one out of a corner is going to go in between a group of 4 extended single crochets and also the group of 4 before the turn of a corner. So you're just going to reach on out. So you got 2 extended here, 2 extended here, go in between and apply 4 double crochets into that. So it's between those extended double crochets. I am really trying not to mansplain, but I think I might be failing today. Once those 4 are done, you're going to go to your wicker stitch here of the double crochets and split the 2nd and the 3rd apart and just go in between. And there's 4 double crochets there too. So I want you to keep in mind that only the wicker stitches that are closest to the corners are ever going to go in between an extended single crochet, and the rest of them will go in between the double crochets. Okay, so you've got to do one more wicker stitch. So you're going to split the grouping of 4 extended single crochets. Sorry, oh my God, bang me in the head. So we've got 4 double crochets there. I think I'm having a crude moment. I need to be hit with a rock. Don't get any ideas. Okay. And now remember how we put 2 extended single crochets in the stitch right when we came out of a corner? So we need to put in 2 extended single crochets in the stitch before we hit the corner on this side to keep balance. So 1 and 2. And now we're going to do a corner. So the corners are all going to be the same of 2 extended single crochets, chain 2, 2 extended single crochets. Okay. And then chain 2 to turn, and 2 more of those in there. I'll take you through one more side. Is there a term for women that over-explain? I know it's mansplaining for me because I'm a guy, but I don't know. So you're going to use the first stitch out from the corner and place in 2 extended single crochets in there. And now look at everything like a wicker stitch. So you got the grouping of the extended single crochets, just split them right in half. So 2 on one side, 2 on the other, and go in between. And do your wicker stitch. 4 double crochets that come in between. Okay, now jump to your next wicker stitch that you see here and split the 2 middle apart and do your 4 in that one too. So I don't think there's any round on this that I think is crazy nuts. Both are quite easy to be able to do. So there's not a round that I dread, honestly. Once that 4 is in, you're going to split the last grouping of the 4 extended, go right in between, and put 4 double crochet in there. And now before you hit that corner, the last one before you hit it has to have 2 extended single crochet in there. If you skip it, your stitch counts are going to be out of alignment. And you're going to come back on the comments and say, oh my God, I missed something. You know what? I don't want to hear it. So here's your corner. And you're going to put 2 extended single crochets in there first. Chain 2. And 2 extended single crochet in there. Okay, sorry about the pause. Yarnspirations just delivered something. When you order online from them, they send it through courier, so the courier driver showed up. So the first stitch after is going to be an extended single crochet. There's 2 of them in that one to keep the balance. And then you start your wicker stitches, and then you got your extended single crochet, so you're going to go right in the middle, 4 doubles in there, 4 into the wicker, in between 4 into the extended, and make sure you get that last one before the corner of 2 extended single crochets in there. Your corners are 2 extended single crochet, chain 2, 2 extended single crochet, and then continue along. Please do this all the way around. This is round number 7. So as you're coming around, you got your last wicker going in there. That was splitting the extended single crochets. The stitch before the corner is 2 extended single crochet. And then your last corner here, which is where we started, there has to be 2 extended single crochet in there first. And then you're going to do a half double crochet join to the first extended single crochet. In Bernat Harmony people, you're going to keep on going with me as well as the regular people here. We're going to do one more round of this color if you're not changing out if you're changing your colors. So we'll do one more round of this color, and you can change as many colors as you want to. I don't really care. Oh, that's fabulous. Okay, so let's move on to round number 8, and now it gets really simple from this point forward. Well, I'm sounding kind of snarky today. Jesus. Okay, so we're going to start round number 8. So round number 8 and 10 are always going to be the same. So you're going to chain up 1 and apply a single crochet into the corner. Okay, and you're going to start off and place in 1 single crochet into each of the stitches all the way to the next corner. Do you got to count them? Oh, no, forget it. Put on the TV and enjoy your life. So when you get to a corner, because it's a single crochet round, it's always going to be the same of 1 single crochet, chain 3, 1 single crochet. Okay, so all this round is. So that's the only thing that's going to remain consistent then. Round number 8 and 10 is always the same. So as we continue to the next round, it's slightly different than round number 7, and then you get to repeat then 7 through 10. I know, exciting. Okay, so come into your corner, single crochet, chain 3, and single crochet. And then start again, and single crochet across, and continue this all the way around for round number 8. And I'll be right back in a moment. At the end of round number 8, there's 1 single crochet in the beginning corner, and because it's a single crochet round, chain 1 and then half double crochet to the top. If you are changing the color, now is the time to do it. So every 2 rows are the same color, and then it's something else, and you can do as many colors as you want. So Bernat Harmony people, just hold for me now, and I'm going to pick up on round number 10 in just a moment. So round number 9, here we go. So what I want you to identify that when we did the first 2 extended single crochet here, then the first one had 2 extended single crochet, you've essentially created the group of 4 extended single crochet below. So you're going to wicker here, 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 and here. So you're going to do that. Okay, so it's just, when you write instructions, sometimes it appears more complicated than it really is. So we're going to begin, and if you're Harmony people, just hold for a second. And if you are changing your color, you're adding new yarn, you're coming to any corner that you want to. Pull through and through to attach. Okay, Harmony people, let's go. We're going to chain 1 And in round number 9, it's slightly different than number 7. So you're going to apply 2 extended single crochet into the corner only. And here's the difference between 9 and 7. 7, what we did is that we did 2 extended single crochet, and then the next stitch out we did 2 extended single crochet into the first stitch after the corner. And round number 9, we don't even worry about that one after the corner. We just immediately start doing a wicker stitch in between the grouping of the extended single crochet down. So the 4 double crochet come right on down. So it's easy to be able to see where you are in this pattern. I'll explain this in a second. So if you ever lose your way, or you put it down and come back later, you're going to be able to notice if you're looking at round number 7 or 9. So 7 has your corners and then an extra one here, and in row number 9 it's just your corner and immediately jumps down to your wicker. Hopefully that helps you to know. I don't even know if these tips help you. So let's just start wicker stitching all the rest all the way to the other side. So that just means 4 double crochets in between. So one group there has got 4, just jump immediately to your next group and keep adding them in. Be very consistent on your tension though. If you're too tight or you're too sloppy, then it will change the look of your project. So just be consistent, that's all I'm saying. Okay, once that last one is in, you're going to split the last grouping of the extended single crochet and apply your 4 double crochets in between them. And once that is in, you don't worry about adding stitches before the corner, you just go right to your corner. 2 extended single crochet. Okay, and then chain 2 to turn, and 2 extended single crochet in the corner. And then you start doing your wicker stitching across, so we don't bother to do anything after into this here, we just start doing your wicker. So just split in between the first grouping of the extended single crochet below. You're just putting in your 4 double crochets down in there. And then just come across and start going in between. So I want you to do this all the way around for round number 9. And just make sure you watch those corners and don't add in extra stitches you don't need. Okay. And just keep in mind that you are doing a wicker stitch in between the extended single crochets that are closest to the corner. You're going to find that you can blaze this pretty quickly. Crochet is always easier when you can use spaces and not necessarily the stitch itself. Okay, so there's the last grouping of the extended singles. So you're just going, placing in your 4 in between. And then come right to your corner. 2 extended single crochet. Chain 2 to turn, 2 extended single crochet. And then just immediately start doing your wicker stitching, and I'll see you at the end of the round in a moment. This is round number 9. So I'm coming across my last one here. I got my 2 extended single crochet to go into the corner. And then I'm going to join with a half double crochet join because it's a chain 2 space equivalent. So if you are manipulating the colors, we're going to keep this color going on one more time, and before you'll change it out, so every 2 rows is the same color. Let's move along to row number 10. Number 10, just chain up 1 and 1 single crochet into the corner. Don't worry about counting, you don't need to, but just start with your first stitch right here and just start single crocheting across. The cool thing about this pattern is that even if you screw up the amounts, counting of the single crochet, it doesn't matter so much because the wicker stitch kind of ignores that single crochet is there, except for the first and last stitches out before a corner on round number 7. So it's an easy way to be able to do a pattern because this is just using spaces really and encasing the single crochet inside of it, which is giving it thickness. When you hit your corner, it'll be 1 single crochet, chain 3, 1 single crochet, just what you already know, and this will be round number 10, and I'll be back at the end of the round in a moment. As I'm finishing up round number 10, you should know that if you are just like going free forming it, the single crochet round is the final round of your blanket. So regardless if it's round number 8 or 10, I don't think it matters so much. So the way that we've written it though is that the repeat is from 7 to 10, but if you are running out of yarn, just make sure that the single crochet round is your last round. Finally at the end, and you just got a single crochet into the corner, and then you're going to chain 1 and half double crochet join. Now for those that are continuing along and doing your repeat, you'll have to end your color if you're using this color separation, and Bernat Harmony people, you're just going to keep on going. But we use time markers, so you can see in the video description or pinned comment that you can go back and click round number 7 and restart again. So we're going to go back to row number 7. We're going back to round number 7. It's just a repeat. The only difference is now that there's more distance between the corners. So as you start round number 7, as we've done before, so this is just repeating the instruction. You're going to, if you're using new color, you're just going to join it. And now the Harmony people and everybody else, you're going to chain 1 and apply 2 extended single crochet into the beginning corner. And because this is a repeater number 7, the first stitch out after the corner is also 2 extended single crochet. Once that's done, you are going to reach on over here and start your wicker stitch. So you just separate those out. And it feels like a long jump over, but it works out. I don't know how it works out, but it does. It's like a miracle. I don't think I would have figured that out. Jeanne actually figured this out. So you're going to reach on over, and then you just go and continue to fill in your spaces. So the only difference between round number 7 the first time and this time is that there's more to drop down into than there was the first time. I'm not worried about counting how many times I'm doing the wicker stitch. I'm just filling in the spots. So you keep on going and just keep dropping down into all of the wicker stitches that you see. And because this is round number 7, we have to worry about the stitch before the corner to fill that in with 2 extended single crochet. So here's your corner, so it's a stitch right before it. So there's going to be 2 extended single crochet in there. And then your corner is 2 extended single crochet to start. Chain 2 to turn, and 2 extended single crochet again. And you've got to make sure that when you start the side, the first stitch out from a corner has to also have 2 extended single crochet. And in the future, what happens is that that grouping of 4 there ends up being the same grouping that we see here. So then reach on over and start doing your wicker stitch in the first wicker. Okay, and this is all this is. So this is just repeating a round number 7. We've already done it before, and the only difference is now is that it's a bigger sample and that it just keeps on growing out and out and out. We hope you enjoyed today's presentation. You can let me know how you did in the comments, and hopefully this is a pattern that may be on your to-do list. And that's it for today. Bye-bye.